praised.
As the corporate sector evolves, Burka Africa remains committed to cultivating world-class thought leaders and providing innovative, human-centered solutions that shape a prosperous future for African governments and businesses. About Burka Africa. Burka Africa is a platform that houses expert consultants.
Let's hear you, Coach.
I'm just picking up on the different concepts
Mm-hmm.
because in the spirit of getting the responses you want, and I'm speaking now as an HR practitioner. If what you really want from the person, it's a conversation around their values. What would make you now start with who are you? With the hope that they will know that that's the trajectory you want to go. So if that's not, it's not values. If it's not, so I really will not start an interview as an HR practitioner with who are you?
Yeah.
I will go directly to what I want to know about themselves.
Yeah.
My favorite way to put it when I want to know the person is, so tell us, you've read the job description, you've applied for this role, just confirm, and I would say, how do you say your experiences and education have prepared you for this role? I want to be able to draw out what exactly I'm looking for, than to lead anybody on a tangent of because it's not a trick question.
And it's a broad question. Who are you is a broad question.
Very broad. And if it's it, who are you? This year, one of the gifts I give myself is going back to work with a coach. And I worked with Coach Dewey. And because I was going through a transition, that phase of life where you're rethinking what next. So working with an experienced coach like that was really, really, really grounding for me. One of the questions we explored was, who are you when all your labels and titles are stripped of you?
That's serious. And that's what I call, who are you in the quiet moment? Exactly.
So recently I was on a mastermind session for a church. I asked the question that if you are not the team lead, for example, what do you bring to the table? If you are not the team lead, because they are all leaders here. Because the moment people don't find that who they are is beyond labels, is beyond characterizations, is beyond boxing. That is why in coaching is profound. I will ask you, for instance, I'll say, tell me about Doreen. So the question is asked to bring you,
the real you,
puts a deeper you on the table for us to discuss. It gives me the opportunity to observe whom you know about you.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. The level of knowledge you know about you.
And it goes deeper because if you go, all of us are believers. So if you go into the scripture, it says, as you think it, so you are. It's not absolute as it is.
Yeah.
But as you sense, as you feel, as you think, as you be, so you are in. Because you aren't static.
But you know why I'm smiling? Because I was going to lead you to how do you help others discover how they are.
So, for example, a client was sent to me, and in the discovery call, after I asked, so what brought you here and all that, I said to you, for me to walk on this path with you, I have nothing to fix about you. I have nothing broken that I need to mend. This is what HR is saying. This is what research is saying. This is what this is saying. But it is to hold a space for you to explore the best you can be, to hold a space for you, to magnify that which you've not explored here. Because at every phase in time, there is a you, I engine. So I would say there is a you in, meaning you are not a you that you used to be yesterday.
Because we are continually growing and rediscovering ourselves.
It's crazy when you take it rather into science.
We don't want to go into science.
So it's crazy because why does your hair?
We really don't want to go into science.
It is what sometimes makes us understand. Okay, I have amazing real women here. When you are going through the phases of the month, you are never the same.
Yes. That's true. And even when you are pregnant,
that's amazing. Let's use that month.
It's amazing. People used to say that, but that time of the month, I never felt different.
No, it's because when you become aware, there is something about you that will tell you are going through phases, and who you are in a particular moment, and the next phase will differ. So when we say who you are, it is just say, do you have a basics from where you come from?
Exactly.
And remember what I was telling you when you
Coach.
finished. Because just before the program, remember I was
we
had a conversation, and I said, Coach, I looked at myself and I did a lot of introspection and realized that who I was when I was a child is different from who I became as a teenager. I was Margaret Pong, and I realized that as I completed uni, I became a different person. And now I'm also different. When someone sees me and they ask me, who are you? And I say, I'm Margaret Jackson. I'm confident in who I am. And I know exactly who I am.
Exactly, because you have taken time to invest in yourself. And I think that is what this show is about. This is what Growth and Grind is about. If we want to talk transformation, you need to start by self. You want to transform systems. Let's go into leadership. You want to transform systems. You want to transform the organization. Let's go into parenting. You want to build a solid family. You want to leave a legacy. Entrepreneurs, small trader in Mokola, hawkers on the streets, traffic lights, they're all trying to find light. But in spending time to discover yourself, it helps you and brings a lot of clarity into whatever people are doing. So, like Coach Scoffrey, you said, it's a lifelong learning journey. Every day, you need to get yourself into a reflective mode. At the beginning of the day or at the end of the day, you want to ask yourself certain questions that get you into a very reflective mode. Who am I? You wake up, you are getting ready to go to work. A lot of people who go late to work, HR issues, Coach Doreen. It's because they have not fully discovered themselves and what they bring to the table. When employers are employing and they go for interview, yesterday, let me just share this. Yesterday, somebody called me and said, I want to change jobs. And I asked, what are you looking at? What package are you looking at? She said, I just want a place where I can grow anything better. And I said, what package are you looking at? A place where I have job security and sustainability. And I asked again, what package are you looking at? Most times we want to change our life and situations, but we don't really know what it is we want. And getting into that place where you ask yourself questions, who am I? Why am I here? Even if you're at work, when you are looking for jobs, young students in university, I engage a lot of cases. In Back Africa, we have the Africa Youth Leadership Development Program where we engage youths across Africa, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Gambia, and other countries, including Ghana. And we engage with youths. You see a lot of young people transitioning from BEC to SHS to uni. I want to be a doctor because my father said. I want to be a lawyer because my father said. I love home economics, but they said I should do science because I have the grades. So creating that
you don't blame them. You see, that is the beauty of having coaches. Exactly. That is the beauty of having coaches. Because Coach Doreen, there's something called mechanization or mechanics. If you look at the structure of our society, it's like a structure. It's mechanics. Let's use Ghana, for example, similar to maybe Nigeria and Sierra Leone. By 15, you should be done with junior high school.
Mhm.
By 18, you should be done with senior high school.
Mhm.
By 24, 25, you should be done with university. That is what we call mechanization, systemic. So we are oriented on those lines. And it's actually also true and Paul. But it is when you encounter a coach, then you begin to question your questions. You begin to question your thought patterns. You begin to question your frameworks. Why do you see the things you see? We call it your worldviews. So the who are you we are discussing dig deeper. Like you said, in HR, you know what you're looking for from the perspective of HR, but the prospective employee may be driven by only the beauty of the juiciness, what is in there, here and there, here and there, forgetting that. And this is the basic example I can say. When you take H2O in science, it's water. It's water, hydrogen and oxygen. It's water. But that same water goes into a freezer. What does it become? An ice. That same water goes through a state called gas. It's like air. So if our grounding, if you don't find the core in the serenity of your water state, your H2O state, anytime you go into cubes, you think that is your box. You even think you are no more water. You don't have that chemistry again. When you go into gas, you think you don't have that same H2O again. So that coaching question, that's that thing we put it out there. Tell me about you. It is not to tell me your labels. Who gave birth to you? Go deep and explore because it is tailored to your strength.
Interesting.
Okay, that's so good to hear. So, Coach Doreen, my words.
What's the title you get? The title, the
It's a
new title you
wordsmith.
get her again.
She's a wordsmith.
Wordsmith.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Smith.
She knows. She's nodding.
No,
Coach,
sorry.
am I the first person to say this? No.
So, Royal Highness.
Yes. So how do people embark on this self-discovery journey? Because I'm sure people are listening to us. It's good to say, but how do I embark on this journey?
No, there are different ways. In working with leaders, I have found that beginning to think about the essence of the legacy that they want to leave behind sometimes takes them on that journey of what it is that they want to leave in people. And so I often would start with, first, you want to create that safe space, a space where the person can feel safe and trust that this process and conversation is for their benefit or for their good, and that it stays where we're having that. And then I often would ask them to journey into the future. And sometimes I have them describe what it is that they see about themselves at 94. And I tell them 94 is just a random age. It's just the age my mother-in-law died. So
She must have loved life.
She did.
Yeah.
And they tell me who they're seeing themselves, how they look like, even what they're wearing. But I take them on a process where they're working in a very serene environment. Everything is in harmony. So you hear the birds chirping, you hear the frogs, you can hear the sound of the waves and everything. And you're walking barefooted, so you feel the warmth of the sand underneath your feet.
You're taking me on that journey.
On that journey,
right?
let's go together.
Good.
And they keep walking. And I tell them that, so we're doing this with their eyes closed. I tell them, your heart is at peace. So everything is perfect. Can even feel the breeze that it's on your cheeks, and it's warm and it's cool. And then you get to a point of that journey, and instinctively that if you cross that line, you've crossed into the afterworld. But then you pause, and something says, look back, Skufri. And you turn back, and you see the faces of all the lives that you encountered on the walk of life. From friends to colleagues at work to relationships, every life. And you take a moment to take their faces all in. And then you squat in the sand, that line, and then you take a twig and you write in the sands, I will be remembered as the one who. And then you complete that sentence with as many sentences as you want to.
That's so touching.
So they write it in the sand, and for a number of leaders, they stay there. So I tell them, when you're ready to come, open your eyes and share what you wrote. And they begin to share. And when they share, in all my experience, nobody has shared talking about I'll be remembered as a one who led an organization. No. It's often about how they made a difference in the lives of others, but the how they did it differs from one person to the other. And as they speak, you begin to get an essence of who this person is at their core. Like, I know that I'll be remembered as a nurturer, an inspirer of hope and self-belief in spite of. So people I've heard leaders want to be remembered as one who brought in love into the space, different things, but you begin to get to the core of who they are. And another beautiful question I love to use is, so if you strip yourself of all the titles, what is left behind?
That's a very serious question.
What would still be true about you?
That's serious.
That's
serious. Thank you.
That's one way I do it. But hey, I'm sure Coach Skofri has.
Thank you so much. Before we bring Coach Skofri, we're going to take the song of today. And every week, hey, listeners, every week we'll be giving you an African song of the week. And for this maiden edition, Coach Margaret, you know the song. We got two songs. One was Africa, 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 yeah. But then we got back and we're like, the topic for today relates more with the rise of Africans, because when we discover ourselves, when we want to add value and bring something to the table, then we are telling ourselves it's time for Africa. So that took us to, do you know the song?
Waka Waka.
Waka Waka by Shakira. Listen to the song and sing along with us.
Waka Waka. And dance as well.
I don't know how to dance, so you do the dancing for me.
You're a good soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fall, get up, oh, and if you fall, get up, cause this is Africa. Samina, waka waka, samina, sakarewa. It's time for Africa.
It's indeed time for Africa. All the reports from the year 2022 said Africa is a young continent. We've got about 60% of us being under the age of 25. Yeah. So this is our time, and this is the time to make it. And I remember when we were leaving, Coach Doreen said something that is going to live with me, and I'm going to think about it. So if you strip yourself of all the titles,
what is left?
What is to be true about you?
What is to be true about you?
Coach Sophie, it's a wrap. Yeah, I can't believe we have to end now. But
why don't we listen to the music a bit? Okay. Let's just get. I can see those who are driving in traffic. Maybe, Kosa, you want to give us some more sound for those who are driving in the traffic? Yeah, it's been talk. Kosa, let's get some sound. Waka 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 waka. Samina,
It's time for Africa. Tango, tango, Samina, mina, sakalewa, anawa,
I hope you are shaking your head, nodding, and if you are home, you want to dance along with us. Yes, it's time for Africa. So the lyrics is Waka Waka. This is time for Africa. And the meaning of the song is promoting resilience, unity, and determination in the face of challenges. The phrase Waka Waka means do it or move. It says in Cameroonian and serves as a call to action. So we're calling listeners, we're urging you to action. Wherever you are, stand up, stay strong, move, and let's go on this journey of self-discovery. Coach Scoffy.
I think one of the ways I will share people who need to begin to explore is about 3 ways. When you are naked under the shower, who are you?
That's so true, Coach.
Okay, because
he's spot on.
I'm saying this because it is, you see, the drip of water on your body
Yeah.
calms your nerves.
Yeah.
It sets the heart rate to pulsate. So at that moment, you feel only you and no one else in the shower. 2, I want you to observe when you are too full and you're also very hungry. In between that timeline, who shows up for you? That is how come when you eat too much, you have very nasty dreams. That is also how come when you are too hungry, you say you have sleepless night.
Mhm.
That is your body working that for you to be in alignment with who you are. Then the final thing I will say is you are never your name. You are never your name. You are never your PhD. You are never your titles. So who are you? Like she said, when your labels have been taken away. And I believe at least these 3 things could be what people can use to tease out, to explore the deeper depth.
Thank you very much. Coach, you said something that resonated with me. Normally, all my new ideas, all the innovations come when I'm in the shower. Today, you have explained to me why it happens. So I used to say, why in the shower? Why in the shower? So please make sure when you are showering, you take your time, you take it easy, because that's when new ideas will pop up.
Of course.
Oh, wow, that is powerful. Shall we then go to Coach Doreen?
Sure. I would say that because coaching is such a powerful technique, it would be great to find a way of having it seep into our home, in our different relationships. So one way to do that, and maybe that's the gift I leave for listeners today, it's to gather maybe your inner circle and just play a game of cards or just questions and answers. And listen to the responses, and I can get 3 questions for today.
3 coaching questions.
Yes, 3 free
Listeners,
ones.
if you are there, if you're driving, you want to take a notepad and pen, or take your phone and type these questions, because we told you we're going to bring you tools, kits, skills, and coaching questions. So please take notes. Coach Doreen, shoot.
Sure. So one of my favorites would be, which version of you shows up at home, at work, with friends, or when you're alone? So which version of you shows up at work, with friends, at home, or when you're alone? And just make space to listen to the responses from among your friend group. No debating, just hear them out. Can ask questions, but no right or wrong, or no making their responses right or wrong. Just listen to them where they are at and take that all in. I also like to ask people lots of the times, what parts of you existed before this role, especially for leaders? When leaders say something like, I don't even know who I am anymore. And I want us to begin that journey of peeling back to get to that which is uniquely them. We take each role that they have played. And if you've been a promiscuous employee like I have been and played different roles. Each role brings out something inside you. But if you take out that role, what parts of you still remain? And just continue to peel back until we get there. And then I guess the last question would be that question I asked earlier. If all your titles, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a leader in corporate Ghana, I do XYZ. If you strip all of those away, what will still be true about you? And just allow space for people to think, reflect, and share what they're thinking with you. So that would be my tip to listeners today.
Awesome.
Coach, the way I was writing it.
Me myself, I was writing
It isn't only for the listeners.
So you see, listeners, it's not just for this program is not just for a particular set of people. It is for you and everybody, because we are all right on air learning. Even those of us in the studio, yes, we are coaches, we are professionals, but most importantly, we are learners. So we're going to give you an opportunity to join in the conversation.
Yes.
There's going to be a phone-in sessions, and the number is
055-083-4555. So the fives are 3. Let me take it again. 055-08-34-555. Again. 055-08-34-555. We just want to hear from you. Whilst we listen and whilst we wait, can we have a song?
Okay, so listeners, if you are not in a space to call, you can equally send a WhatsApp message. Let's hear from you. How far are you in your growth journey? Who are you when all the titles are stripped off? What's left that is true of you?
Hello.
Hi. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Mark, and I'm in a bus, and I'm calling to draw attention to something about the music you played.
Awesome, Mike. Shoot.
Yeah. The original song is not by Shakira.
Yes, it was the Shakira version that we played. That's why we mentioned Shakira.
Yes. It's worrisome when we are talking about Africa, then the song being played, one don't see herself as an African.
But she believes in Africa, I believe. Yes, Mike. I love your passion for Africa. I'm really enjoying it.
I think there are other songs, even if we don't understand the words, understand the lyrics.
Yeah.
But it is in Zulu.
Yeah.
I think it would be better
Awesome.
than someone who sees herself to be an American playing for African. I think in the next episode you should look at that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate
it. And we also learn. So we have learned something good from you. And you should be giving your pat on the back for adding on to this amazing program that we want for Africa.
And fighting for Africa.
Yay.
Okay, let's hear from the next caller.
Hello.
Hi, good evening and welcome to Growth and Grind Africa.
Good evening. My name is Ajo.
Hello, Ajo.
Yes, I'd like to say this discussion has been so good. And for me, I'd say that I just realized that who am I? At every phase, I keep changing. And so the discussion just taught me something new, because I realized that when I was much younger, I've really changed up to this point. And so at every phase, it's really true that we keep changing into a better version of ourselves. And so for me, I've learned that, and that
awesome. Great take from Coach
I'll keep
Scoffrey.
getting better and better.
Awesome, Ajo. We are all on the journey of self-transformation. So it's a lot of work for self-discovery. Do we have another caller on the line? Okay. Thank you so much, Coach Margaret.
You know, it's been a journey for me as well. And as Ajo said, I keep on changing, I keep on growing, I keep on becoming. And it's just good to hear that what I've been experiencing is real for most people. And there's a caller. So here.
Okay,
Hello?
let's take it from the caller. Hello, good evening, and welcome
Hello,
to
good
Growth and
evening.
Grind Africa. Good evening.
Yeah, son of one of the veteran of pioneer broadcasters, Mr. Hammond, Hammond Mampodi.
Awesome, Mr. Hammond. It's
You know
nice
what?
to have you.
When I've been listening to you people, who you are or who you are is the life you live, like the life Jesus Christ lived. You see, you people were giving some analogies which doesn't hold water. Your title on earth is who you are. Ex-president, ex-boxing champion. Nobody can strip you of that title. If it especially goes into the national or international history. So I heard you if you are stripped off of what? How can you be stripped off of your title? It is the evil ones, the bad ones in our midst who try to tarnish great people. Do you understand me? Because they have not been blessed to reach that height. They've not made good name. So they are nobody by way of nature. They are somebody in by way of creation. But in nature, people achieve and become who they are. They say this is one of the best psychiatrists. This is one of the best, like Kojointri is a masterpiece. Amachi Dede is a masterpiece. Abedi Pele, you see? So you are whom you are, what you come and do on earth.
Your assignment.
Nobody can. I heard you saying, what about if you have been stripped off? Who is going to strip off that title if you are there? Is it not in history? Is it not in history? Are the archives? So you are what you come and do on earth. You are what you come and do on earth. Like Jesus Christ.
Mr. Hammond.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hammond. Coach Scoffo, you want to take that and bring some clarity?
Yes. You know, the reason all this conversation is held in the context of coaching. And we have coached people who in public light, people see only their labels. But it is in private sessions you get to know that it doesn't center around fulfillment. It doesn't, if we can't go deep because of time, we would have gone deeper. That if you go to the hospice and you look at the research available, people don't regret because of what they couldn't do. People will have regret because of lack of life satisfaction. So the dimensions are different, and of course, you can't take somebody's title away.
No, I think it's the context. Yeah. So Mr. Hammond probably didn't get it right. It's the context.
It's good you brought your dimension also.
Yeah, and it's good that we also bring clarity to those who do not fully understand what the context within which we are talking. We are dealing with you beyond all the titles, beyond all the achievements, the real you that brings the fulfillment when you are in your quietest moments, how you feel about yourself, what you bring into the table. Coach Margaret, I think our time is almost up. You want to give a takeaway for our audience?
Oh, yes. It's been an awesome time. Thank you very much, Coach Scoffrey and Coach Doreen. I have learned a lot, and I know that now I'm thinking about, after all my titles, when I'm alone, in that quiet moment, who am I?
What is so true?
What is so true? What are my values as an African? When I walk in the street and someone says, "Who are you?" and I say, "Margaret Jackson," who really is Margaret Jackson? And for me, that is all we have for you for today. And it's about who you are. If you still don't know who you are, don't worry. We are all figuring it out. One dance, move, deep thought, and an awkward moment in time. That's all that there is about. So for me, I say same time, same vibe next week. Bring your questions, bring your quirks. We like all those questions and your aha moments. Until then, I think for this week, you keep asking yourself, who are you? But before we go away, there are a few announcements we'd like to make. LND Africa is having our conference from 15th to 17th October in Nairobi, Kenya. Join us, register, join us. We'll share more information next week. I'll hand over to Coach Liziane. I think she has an announcement. But from me for today is until I come your way again, just keep on asking yourself, who are you? go out there and show us who you truly are.
Thank you. Thank you so much, listeners. Thank you for making time. What I'm taking away is what part of you existed before your role, before your marriage, before your degree, before any other achievements you made. And as a way of announcement, Back Africa is holding a leadership breakfast meeting. Stay tuned. Thank you. See you next week.
Bye.
The time is 6 o'clock. This is Radio Ghana, networking all our channels across the country with news, energy, commentary,
across
business.
Africa's boardrooms and backrooms, a new era is rising. It's time to stop surviving and start thriving. Introducing Growth and Grind Africa, the game-changing radio show for leaders, dreamers, and doers. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. on Uniiq 95.7 FM. We bring you real conversations on leadership, coaching, transformation, and strategy. No fluff, just tools to grow, lead, and win in today's world. Whether you're behind the decks, behind the wheel, or at home, this is your moment. Your moment to plug in, level up, and transform your hustle into impact. From purpose to performance, we've got you. Starting 17 July 2025, live on Uniiq 95.7 MHz and on all Becca Africa social media platforms, Facebook, X, YouTube, and TikTok. Growth and Grind Africa. Learn it, lead it, live it. This program is powered by Becca Africa and L&D Africa, and also live on L&D Africa social media platforms. It's time to stop surviving and start thriving. Introducing Growth and Grind Africa, the game-changing radio show for leaders, dreamers, and doers. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. on Uniiq 95.7 FM. We bring you real conversations on leadership, coaching, transformation, and strategy. No fluff, just tools to grow, lead, and win in today's world. Whether you're behind the decks, behind the wheel, or at home, this is your moment. Moment to plug in. This program is powered by Becca Africa and L&D Africa.